Journal. I'm your guest host, Rochelle Williams. We are in the 21st century, a place where newspapers are becoming extinct and being replaced by websites. The internet has its many motifs, whether it is for expressing thoughts and opinions, financial gain, or gaining exposure. It has become a technological advancement in making the vast world seem small. There are websites about pretty much everything, from hair, pets, cooking, fashion tips. I'm a fellow surfer myself, and today I have with me a friend, host, and executive producer of her own website, I'm Next TV, a website dedicated to the adventurous, unique, and overall raw talent that are upcoming, in addition to celebrities. Shafira Godfrey, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So it says that you've been hosting your show since you were 12. Mm-hmm. How was that experience for you?
Well, I was actually in elementary school, and one of the teachers, we had to do like an event for Black History Month. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of pitched an idea to do a talk show, because at the time I was obsessed. I've always been obsessed since I was a little kid. Like, I used to interview like an imaginary lady named Jennifer. I don't know where she came from, but I was obsessed with talk shows like Ricky Lake and Oprah, and I was like, we should do a talk show, you know, interviewing African Americans, you know, the past and the present. And the teacher was like, that's a great idea. And so I was the host, and then everyone in the class had to pick someone they wanted to be. And we all went to the library and we studied excuse me, we studied on we studied each person that they were going to be, and I had to come up with my questions and just went in front of the entire school and did it.
I'm sure you were kind of nervous, though. It wasn't like that easy.
I don't remember being nervous. I remember I had on my little blue suit. I had a mic. I think being on the stage, that's like the one thing that I've just never, with the microphone, it's just never, I've never been afraid of it. Yeah. And
you interviewed the late Goodman. Like, how did that feel to interview such an important person?
It was, at the time, I don't think I realized the significance of, who she was or what I was doing. It wasn't until later on where I actually wrote a poem about her, and the poem was mentioned. I had people calling, like the New York Times and all these people calling to interview me about my poem and this thing that I wrote about her. And I think I probably went on and read about her, and I was like, wow, like she's, this is a really big deal. So at the time I didn't understand the significance, but looking back today, it's probably one of the most, memorable times of my life.
So tell us about the concept of your website, I'm Next TV, because it's very interesting. It's like very catchy, so let us know about that.
Yeah, I'm Next TV was an idea I came up with because I'm a dreamer, and I know that it's something that everyone shares in common. We all have dreams. We all want to be next at something. And so I wanted to showcase those people. I think there's so many people out there with unique stories that we don't know about. Yes, we know about the celebrities and Beyoncé's and the Jay-Z's, but we don't know about the people who are behind them, the dancer, the makeup artist, the stylist, those people have stories too. So that's kind of where I'm Next came from. Just wanted to showcase the people who were next in the world.
That's good. So what should people keep in mind when they're creating a website such as yours? Like, even if it's not, around the same concept as yours, what should they keep in mind, and like some of the pros and cons?
Well, a website is not always the way to go. There's so many ways to broadcast yourself now. You can be on, Twitter and stream live and Facebook and YouTube, of course. So I think my best advice is figure out the best medium for you. There are people who have made a living off of just uploading a simple video on YouTube, no editing, no anything, and they have millions of hits, and you can make money that way. So figure out the best medium for you and use it effectively.
That's great. And some of the short-term and long-term goals that you have for your website? Because I know it doesn't just stop there for you.
Well, I started this with absolutely no expectations. This is something fun for me. I love sitting down with people and talking and meeting celebrities and some of my idols. And what I hope for the show and the website, just that I continue to learn, that I continue to entertain the people that are watching, and just to grow better at you know, what we're doing.
Yeah, and you talk about the people, but what kind of people are you trying to reach? The the demographic. Who are you?
Well, our general age group is about 18 to 25-year-olds, you know, the young college student, you know, all those people. But we also have lots of people who are like in the 30s and 40s. I didn't make this age specific or race specific because, like I said, even if you're Diddy, he still has a dream. There's something, I'm sure he wants to run for president one day. Right. Everyone wants to do something next. You know, you should never be satisfied. So it's really for anybody out there with a dream, with ambition, who wants to go far.
And what are some of the features on your blog, and what makes you stand out from the other websites?
Well, one, our site's very interactive. You get on there. I get lots of compliments all the time. People
I know,
really
I saw
like
it myself. It was really.
We have lots of good content, really. All the artists that I featured, you can check them out there. You know, you can see their music, their videos, things like that. So it's a fun website.
That's really good. And do you have any memorable people that you interviewed? Someone that stood out to you that you'd like to share?
I think getting into this, I didn't realize that I would get the opportunity to meet some of my idols, like being able to interview Soledad O'Brien and Angie Martinez. Like, wow. I've listened to Angie Martinez so many times, like Hot 97, you know? And there she was, and I'm talking to Angie Martinez, and I'm doing all this because I created it myself. Like, I didn't apply for a job, and like, this is me, like, I'm here. And so all those things are just, you know, it's nice to be able to meet those people.
And how do you feel that your website is effective?
Well, I feel a lot of people come to me all the time and they say that, you know, that episode you did really inspired me. I need to write more. I need to do more. And so I think each episode, what I try to do is I try to tell a story, you know, and inspire other people. And I feel it does that. I feel people really feel motivated after watching, like, I need to go out there and do something great.
And what do you present on your website? You know, I know you have, you know, a little biography about you. You have videos about celebrities. And is there anything else that you have providing on your website?
Well, we shoot weekly. I'm Next is a show that we shoot weekly where I showcase up-and-coming talent. And of course we do red carpet events. Like I said, you can find video on there and pictures of all the people that we've interviewed as well.
Okay. And you're talking about I'm Next TV for the dreamers and for the struggling, people who are struggling. Is there anything that you'd like to say for the struggling generation with their crafts and their trades? Is there anything you'd like to say about?
Well, definitely. If you watch our show, you will definitely be motivated and inspired to do great things, because the stories that I showcase are about people who they all started somewhere, like all of us, and you get to hear about their struggle. And you know, it's not easy for anyone, but the key is to stay focused and to not let anyone stop you from being who you were meant to be. You know, I believe we're all called here to do something, and you shouldn't chase money, you shouldn't chase fame. You should really go after and do what your dream is, you know, and all else will fall into place.
And is there anything you want in return, because you're doing all these great things for up-and-coming talents and the underdogs? Is there anything that you want in return from people?
Absolutely not. I mean, like I said, I did this because I'm advocating for people to follow their dreams, so I need to take my own advice. And so this is my dream, to have a show. If someone could pay me, you know, to just do this 9 to 5, this is what I'd love to do, you know.
And is there any way anybody can contact you to, you know, get in touch with you or anything?
Yeah, you can log on to our site, which is www.imnexttv.com. We're also on YouTube and Twitter, and yeah, we're out there, so Google.